What's up, guys? I am Midnight Strike 3625 here, and I just found out about three new albums that were leaked. Pop Evil came out today, Escape the Fates Ungrateful came out today, as well as Airbourne's Black Dog Barking that actually comes out in exactly 1 week. And that is what I'm going to be reviewing today for you guys because, well, I just listened to it and it kicks serious ass. It is awesome, off the charts, hard rock at its finest, and it's in the vein of AC/DC, as normal, as usual with Airbourne. And this batch of songs actually sounds like it could be on Runnin' Wild, which is freaking amazing. So, honestly, in all honesty, I think it's a better album than Runnin' Wild. But, you know, it does have a few drawbacks, but at the same time, a lot of those drawbacks are just the fact that they're sounding the same. But in all honesty, it's good old-fashioned hard rock at its finest. So, to get into it, Airbourne released Live It Up, I believe, last February as the lead single to the album, and let me tell you, this song is awesome. I thought maybe, you know, if they were going to go back to No Guts, No Glory, then this album would be kind of lacking. But you see, the problem with No Guts, No Glory, their last album, and their Ready to Rock debut EP is the fact that every single song sounds like it's convoluted into and conversed into the same structure. It sounds like, you know, same melody, same verse structure, same chorus, different lyrics and guitar parts. And that was very prevalent on No Guts, No Glory, as well as their debut EP. In fact, a few of the songs on their debut EP, you know, I can stand a few songs on their debut EP, but overall, it just has this really weird kind of, like, every song blends together, every song sounds the same kind of thing. And, you know, like I said, every song kind of does sound the same with, on their Runnin' Wild in this one, but it's not the same in that it's the same structure. It's the same production, same vocals, same just kind of, these songs could all be on the same album. Every single Airbourne song would sound right at home with each other if you just mixed and matched on a mixed CD or a mixtape and just said, hey, this is the album. No one would be able to tell the difference unless they were huge Airbourne fans, but I digress. So, basically, getting into it, like I said, it begins with a remake, actually, of Ready to Rock, and it's done a different kind of truth style, which I heavily enjoy, because they actually added a whole ton of new different dynamic things to it. There's a lot of freshness to this album, especially in Live It Up and Ready to Rock, as well as the title track about 3/4 through. So, to get into it, like I said, Ready to Rock, awesome. They add some, like, a cappella kind of, like, chorus chanting in the beginning, which, you know, you might be thinking, what the hell, in an Airbourne track? But they really do utilize it to their advantage. It really, really complements this track. And I must say, this is some of the best music I've ever heard from Airbourne. Probably even better than Runnin' Wild. Yes, I said it, Runnin' Wild was my all-time favorite by Airbourne, but now that's about to change. So, you know, Live It Up, I was thinking, well, this is going to be probably the only or the best song on the album, but it turns out I was wrong. So, you know, Animalize is the second track, and this one has a bit of a variety too. It doesn't sound like Ready to Rock, which actually kind of surprised me because I thought they were going to go back and be all like, yeah, well, use the same structure like they did with No Guts, No Glory, but they did not. Don't get me wrong, No Guts, No Glory has a few good songs, and actually, like, about half the album. There was, like, 18 songs on that, so it was a lot of tracks just plugged into one album. So, yeah, I like No Guts, No Glory. It's just that all the songs kind of blend together, so I can't really pick out my favorite. But these songs all sound very different from one another, and that is a very good thing. So, like I said, Animalize, very good. No One Fits Me Better Than You. The lyrics are a little cliche, but, you know, it's I guess it's party rock, hard rock kind of thing, but I don't know, the lyrics just kind of struck me in this song especially as being a little bit cliche. Still, good song though. I would recommend it. Back in the Game, this one begins a little bit quieter and just builds up power, and really good song. Firepower, same deal. Live It Up is the next one, and this was the debut single. I fucking love this song. It's just, it starts out really, really quiet, really slow, and then just builds up and explodes right in your face, practically. And especially in the pre-chorus, like when he says, I'm a hellraiser, mistaker, dictator, whatever it is. But, that that part where they're all singing together is just mind-blowing. It's something you've never heard before on an Airbourne track. And that goes for a lot of these songs. It's something you've never heard before. It's something no one's ever heard from this band, and it's really breathtaking, and it's like a breath of fresh air practically. So the next one is Woman Like That, and this is your Whole Lotta Rosie kind of track where you're basically just talking about, where can I find me a woman like that kind of thing. But, really good song, good track, good production value. So let's see, Hungry, this is another good one. Cradle to the Grave, this is probably the one that starts off the quietest, but then it gets really, really fast-paced and in your face, really fast. So Black Dog Barking is another one. It just builds up tension. That's a lot of things on this album. The songs, they start off really slow and really quiet, and they just build up until these exploding guitars just right in your face practically. So yeah, Black Dog Barking, it gets really intense, especially 3/4 of the way through the song, where they're just in your face, like screaming, singing, and just, it's awesome. So yeah, overall, this album, it's got a few cliche lyrics in songs like No One Fits Me Better Than You, Woman Like That, Animalize, Hungry, like those songs. They have a little bit more on the cliche side for lyrics. So, but that's nothing we haven't seen before from this band. This is definitely a must-buy if you're into AC/DC or Airbourne or Rose Tattoo or really any hard rock band, Aerosmith, anything like that. If you're into classic 70s, 80s hard rock and roll, you must buy this album. It's awesome. I don't really know what else to say. Aside from, this sounding a little bit like they're using the exact same amps, exact same production as they have been since 2007, because they used a little bit of a different production on their debut EP, Ready to Rock. The vocals weren't as fine-tuned on that album, but I must say, they are really growing as musicians ever since 2007. So when they released their debut album, Runnin' Wild. And, that's really my only gripe, is this kind of sounds, just the general feel of it, it sounds exactly the same of what they've been doing. That's about it. Other than that, it's a great album. It's fucking amazing, I must say. I neglected to review their Live It Up single, but I don't know. I've reviewed it here. It's awesome. So, yeah. Overall, I'm probably going to give this album a 9.8 out of 10. It's almost perfect, but a few drawbacks are, again, it sounds kind of similar to everything else they've done. Some of the structures are a little bit the same, but overall, like I said, it gives you this overall fresh feel. That's why I gave it such a high rating, is it's vastly different from No Guts, No Glory, in that every song pretty much signifies and separates itself from one another. So it's very easy to distinguish, and aside from, like I said, the production sounding exactly the same as everything else they've done, which can be a good thing, the lyrics in some songs are a little bit cliche. That's about the only criticisms that I can really think of with this album. I mean, hard rock in your face. So 9.8 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Keep calm and rock on.